This is Chingford Radio, your community radio station for Chingford, with news, music, interviews and more. Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I've got one listener at least, my cat. Listening. Say hello, Biscuit. So he's listening to the show today, and I hope you are, and I hope you enjoy the discussion we're going to have. But before we do any of that, it's your community radio station for Chingford, so it's your chance to get your views in. If you email us on chingfordradio@gmail.com. That's chingfordradio@gmail.com. Then we will read out some comments in the discussion what we're going to have today. But before that, if you know about the show, you know I like to have a bit of music to start off with. So here is Men in the Painter's Eye from David Foster Smith, a local musician. So I'll be back after this music. Enjoy the music, and I'll see you soon.
Turmeric or saffron, what's it gonna be? Either is nice in rice, since you're asking me. Mellow by Donovan, he's singing it still. Corn on the cob, a daffodil. The sun and the moon, where they're painted in the sky. There's one color mainly in the painter's eye, painted in the sky, the painter's eye. The Coldplay ditty or a tuna fin, banana splits, la la la, don't you slip on the skin. Mellow by Donovan, well, he's singing it still. Corn on the cob, a daffodil. The sun and the moon, when they're painted in the sky. There's one color mainly in the painter's eye, in the painted sky, the painter's eye. Chicks, cheese and butter maybe set you off, but you'll never see the color on Canary Wharf. Canary Wharf, Canary Wharf. the sun and the moon when they're painted in the sky. There's one color mainly in the painter's eye, in the painted sky, the painter's eye.
This is Chingford Radio, your community radio station for Chingford, with news, music, interviews and more. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of music. I like to promote unsigned bands and musicians in Chingford and beyond. So bit of music. So let's get down to the discussion for today. And I picked different subjects and just talk about them for a little while, not long, and then you can come in with your comments. And the next discussion show, we will play them. So first of all, let's look at the headline for this discussion on the discussion show today. Fourth gambling venue in Chingford Road sparks fears for vulnerable people. So there's the headline for you. So by that, I'm guessing you know what the subject of today's discussion is. And the mother of a Chingford man who died while struggling with a gambling addiction has spoke out against the business. The opening of a fourth gambling venue in a tiny radius in Chingford has sparked concerns about the impact on vulnerable people. This week, Mecca Spots opened a centre in Old Church Road, Chingford Man, only a few minutes walk away from an existing bookies. The company has spent more than 10 million this year opening a new venue in high streets across the country, and boasts that the new shop is creating 10 new local jobs. So this mother is saying that her son took his own life in his Chingford home in 1998 while struggling with a gambling addiction. So and then it's a quote here: when he died, he had not been at work for a month, and he had drawn all his money out of his bank account. In his flat, I found a letter from Bingo Hall offering him a gold membership because he was such a good customer. So on their website, the company, they acknowledge that gambling can cause a problem for morality of players, and that they aim to prevent problem gambling and underage access. Measures are in place, including requiring ID to gain entry to over 8 areas, and leaflets with advice on safe gambling around the venue and the toilets. So a spokesman from the company said we ensure very high in this standard to deliver a safe gambling environment experience for all customers. Our staff are fully trained and always on hand to lend support if customers show signs of or feel the need to take a break. We have set new standards of playing protection with the launch of 360, a program that has become direct following close consultation with the global gambling guide group G4. So, my opinion might be different to others. So, let us know your opinions. But it's not good having another gambling place. I understand people need somewhere to go, somewhere to spend money. Pubs are closing, so you can't go to a pub to have a drink. Even though if you go to a pub, have a drink, you can, end up with a problem if you drink too much. So really, it's, do we really need another one of these gambling places really in Chingford? That's my question. So get your ideas, views, comments, whatever you like to call them, to us. And you can do that on Chingford Radio at gmail.com, sorry. So it's Chingford Radio at gmail.com. And we'll look at them. So, so let us know your views on that subject, really. We'd like to know what you think on this. So, that's the show for today. I don't want to go on for too long and having a long show. But do let us know your views. I'll tell you the email address again. It's chingfordradio at gmail.com. That's chingfordradio at gmail.com. And I'll be back next Monday with another discussion. If there's anything you like to discuss, which is happening in Chingford, or like to come on the show and talk about it, we can also do that. Write again to chingfordradio at gmail.com. That's chingfordradio at gmail.com. And yes, we'll have you on the show and you can talk about that subject. That'd be quite a good thing to do. And I'm hoping to have people on to interview as well, so that'd be good. And also, community groups around the area of Chingford to do the same thing. Come on the show and talk about what you do. Get more people interested in what you're doing. And that'd be good too. So for me, it's goodbye. And I'll see you next Monday here on the Chingford Discussion Show. This is Chingford Radio, your community radio station for Chingford, with news, music, interviews and more.